Hundreds of thousands of Minnesotans could see their health insurance costs skyrocket. Will lawmakers take action? That's next on Sunrise.
Plus, millions in the United States bracing for Hurricane Matthew. When the storm could hit American soil, that's coming up.
He stayed here. Well, why?
Well, he was well accepted here and he could be himself. He'd go to the grocery store, drugstore. He could run down the street. He could do whatever he wanted. He felt like he was home.
Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to be chatting live with Al Roker as he gets an exclusive look at Prince's Paisley Park estate and home. Good morning. It is Wednesday, October 5th. I'm Kim Inslee.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Corey Heppel. A rainy night. Is it going to be like this all day, Sven?
No way. Yeah, the rain's already ending out there. Still some rain in the East Metro, but skies clearing. Temperatures are going to be headed into the 60s today with sun most of the day.
And it's a wet commute out there, probably responsible for a few early crashes. One that we're watching up in the North Metro. Let's get you out there right now. 35W southbound at Lexington Avenue being reported as a rollover on the right side of the road there. We'll have more traffic, guys, coming up in just a bit.
All right, this morning, millions of people in the southeast United States are preparing for Hurricane Matthew. Overnight, the now Category 3 hurricane, packing winds of 125 miles per hour, passed over the eastern tip of Cuba after it destroyed parts of Haiti. That storm is now headed through the Bahamas and north toward Florida and the southeast coast. South Carolina has started preparations to evacuate more than 1 million people from coastal areas. University of North Carolina at Wilmington issued a mandatory campus evacuation for all students there by noon Thursday. Sven joins us now with a look at where Matthew is headed.
Yeah, I already have some warnings and watches here for mostly Florida so far. Miami included in hurricane warning. That's out through Saturday morning. Hurricane watch as you go further up the coast of Florida and also the southern Georgia coast here. That's through the weekend. Now, it has weakened a little bit overnight since it moved over Haiti and also Cuba, the eastern tip of Cuba over the last 24 hours. Category 3 storm right now. Means 125-mile-an-hour winds, still major hurricane. Category 3 and above is when we call it a major storm. And the official track keeps it just off the coast of the U.S. here. That doesn't mean it isn't going to make landfall. It's just that's where the computer models are keeping it right now. So it could be kind of a scary nuisance here over the next several days if it's just offshore. Again, the official tracks, this is the spaghetti plot. This is where we plot each of the computer model solutions. You can see that most of those tracks do keep the center, which is the worst wind, worst storm surge just off the coast, but definitely not out of the woods there with very close to the shoreline. So everybody taking some necessary precautions there, but a little bit of a change over the last 24 hours in that official track.
Okay, thanks, Sven.
Now to the growing political storm right here at home, this one having to do with Minshore.
Insurance companies are proposing steep rate hikes as high as 66% for some people next year, and it's an issue that lawmakers plan on addressing today. Melissa Colorado's at the state office building in St. Paul. Melissa, who's affected by this and what's happening?
Well, this is a pretty serious issue. I mean, Minnesota's Commerce Commissioner Mike Rothman, he's called these rate hikes unsustainable. So this is something that the legislature's Minshore Oversight Committee will be addressing today during a meeting here at the state office building. But let's break down this issue for you even further. Insurance companies, they are proposing rate increases ranging from 36 to 66% for 2017. The hikes would hit a small fraction of Minnesota's population, people who buy their own coverage and don't have employer-sponsored health insurance. But that's still roughly 250,000 people. Now, discounts through Minshore will help, but only for those who qualify. The bottom line here, open enrollment begins next month, November 1st, and health insurance experts say if you're shopping for individual coverage, act quickly because the selection is getting more expensive and there's less choices. Also, keep in mind, many insurance companies say they're planning on capping the enrollment in their market. Why? Because they're hoping to avoid taking on more new customers. Now, top Republicans in the House, they will be holding a press conference later today to address the issue. And among those Republicans, House Speaker Kurt Dowd, who's been very public about this issue. He's been calling for lawmakers to effectively shut down Minshore. So it's going to be really interesting to see and hear what these Republicans come up with as possible solutions to this big issue. Corey?
Melissa Colorado in St. Paul, thank you. It's been a wild ride already this week for Prince fans who have tickets for some of the first public tours at Paisley Park. Regular tours at Paisley Park could be delayed until December as managers come up with a safety plan for traffic and pedestrians. But late yesterday afternoon, the Chanhassen City Council approved 3 days of limited tours so that some fans with tickets don't have to cancel their travel plans. Orly Kavanagh is coming from Ireland, so she was pretty relieved.
We've been devastated, nervous, excited, we've cried, we've laughed, and it's ended really well.
Huge Prince fan, obviously. It's her birthday. Other fans may not be so lucky. The temporary permits are only for tours scheduled on Thursday, Saturday, and next Friday. Those with tickets for other days will have to wait and see if they'll be allowed in or if they'll get a refund. And our guy from today, Al Roker, scored an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of Paisley Park.
He spoke with some of Prince's siblings there, and Al is at Paisley Park this morning. This is part workspace, home, everything rolled into one. What are your impressions, Al?
Well, I got to tell you, the one thing that it really, guys, kind of sticks out is that just how visionary Prince was. I mean, he envisioned this as kind of a living museum. It was kind of designed this way already. So right now we are in the NPG Music Club. Believe it or not, you guys probably know this, Prince was a pretty good basketball player. This originally was a basketball court. Well, he turned it into a small, intimate concert venue where he would host some parties. He'd even give some concerts up on this stage right now, set up for a little DJ action. The interesting thing is everything here is as it was when Prince passed. I got to go into the control room in the studio A. He was still working on, there's actually handwritten notes still there. So everything is still here. They haven't touched anything. It really is fascinating to see. It really is a living tribute.
We heard some great basketball stories on the Chappelle Show back in the day. Al, you met with his family. What struck you about your conversation with them?
You know, he's got two of his sisters I got to meet who are a little older. They're in their 70s. One still lives here in the area. Other lives in New York City. And I'm visibly moved by seeing all this. But their feeling is that Prince has not left the building. He's still here. And that was very touching.
It sounds like when people go tour, when that happens, it will be noticeable. And we're watching you now trying on the famous third eye sunglasses there. Al, we are looking, look good on you too. We're looking forward to seeing the rest of the tour on the Today Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that.
You bet. We're very excited. It'll be on in the 7 o'clock hour and our 9 o'clock hour as well. Plus, we'll be speaking with Taika, his sister, as well in our 8 o'clock hour.
Very good. Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
The WNBA, we got Prince is a champion.
It's going on.
We've got more champions, too. The Lynx, they know who they're going to play in the WNBA Finals now. They're getting the LA Sparks.
It's exciting stuff. Yeah, this morning you have a chance to actually get some tickets, courtesy of the Minnesota Twins. This seems to happen every finals series that we have. Starting at 8 o'clock this morning, if you head to the Lynx website, you will have, and that's lynxbasketball.com, you will have an opportunity to get 2 seats for the game 1 at the Target Center. The Twins purchased 500 upper-level tickets, and they're just giving them away. Game 1 this Sunday at 2 in the afternoon.
I like how you said that. It just seems to happen every time we're in the finals. That's a good thing, though, meaning the Lynx are in the finals again.
I wish it was sold out every time we're in the finals. A mystery charge on a medical bill, sadly, it's nothing new. But how about this? If you were charged to hold your newborn.
The itemized hospital bill that's making the rounds on social media and why this charge might show up.
Also planning for your golden years with rose-colored glasses. Dan Ament is helping set some realistic goals to grow that nest egg.
And celebrating health, students up early and on their feet. It's International Walk to School Day, Sven, and they're going to stay dry, right?
Yeah, never fear. If you're in the East Metro, you still got a couple showers falling. Those are moving out quickly. Sun will be breaking out by 8 o'clock, so if you're walking at that time, it's actually going to be quite pleasant, clearing already pretty quickly off to the west. Sun most of the day, headed in the mid to upper 60s. We've got more rain, though, and some cold temperatures in the forecast coming up.
And we've seen a few early crashes, probably because of that rain out there. But good news in St. Louis Park right now, 394 eastbound near France Avenue there. That crash now cleared out, so that should help your commute there. We'll continue to watch it all for you. Have more traffic coming up.